Hi besties! Welcome to part 1 of my UK experience series where I'm going to be sharing with you guys everything I wish I knew before I relocated to the United Kingdom. I'm going to be telling you guys the mistakes I made so you don't make the same mistakes. So if you're someone that is going to be moving to United Kingdom soon, or you know anyone that will be moving, then this video is for you. Let's get into it. First thing on the list is to sort your accommodation out before moving to the UK. If you're someone that wants to stay in a student accommodation, that is fine. You can check Unite Students or Amber Students online. On their website, you're going to see so many student accommodations, and then you pick whichever one you want. And don't worry, it's not going to be a case of what I ordered versus what I got. So you don't even need to worry about that. And if you're someone that wants to stay in a shared apartment or a private property, all you need to do is check spare room. You can check Zoopla. Just make sure you have that sorted out. Because when I was moving here, I was like, okay, when I come here, I'm actually going to look for somewhere. But I had to stay in an Airbnb for a while, and I spent a lot of money, which I should have actually saved. Whatever you're doing, just make sure you have an accommodation, and make sure you've already sorted like up to 3 months to 6 months if possible, because student accommodations, most of them you actually get to pay on installments, and you know that for a period of time you don't have to worry about paying for rent and all, because rent here is like monthly compared to Nigeria that is like yearly. No, this is monthly, so you have to be ready. The second thing on the list is to plan your finances. Make sure you have at least enough money for 3 to 6 months rent ready, and you also need to have some money for obviously feeding and every other thing, because when you come here you might not get a job immediately, and then you don't want to be stranded. I actually got a retail job as soon as I moved here, so I didn't have to struggle, and I'm thankful to God and my family members. Just make sure you have enough money. Plan for rainy days until you get a job. Which leads us to the third on the list. You need God in your life. Let me say it again. You need God in your life. It's very important. If you want to survive here, you need God, because God has been so faithful to me. God has been so kind. God has been so sweet. God has been so helpful. God has been the best. I love him so much with all my heart. Like, you need God. You need to be very prayerful. You need to be close to God. That's what's going to save you from depression or whatever you need to face here. Even having to get a job, doing well in school, just make sure you're very close to God. Is very important. Learn new skills before you move to the United Kingdom. Honestly, I wish I did this, but obviously I'm a very fast learner. Like, I'm a visual learner. If I watch stuffs online, I can just learn it immediately. So if you learn skills like making lashes, making nails, making hair, those people are making money here. Yes, they're really making money. So that can be like a side hustle while you're looking for a job and all. And I feel like it's even good because it comes in handy at any point in time. So it's very good. So me, I had to learn on my own. I used YouTube. I installed this hair myself and I did my makeup myself. So you know I'm actually doing better. But just make sure you learn new skills. Skills that will help you. Skills that will come in handy. Okay? As you can see, I wrote a lot here. I planned for you guys because I actually wish someone told me everything I needed to know before moving here. I just moved here thinking, oh my God, it's going to be rosy. No, it was not. But yeah, I'm here for you guys, so you don't need to worry. So next on the list, make sure you come prepared. And when I say make sure you come prepared, I'm talking about the things you bring to the UK. Obviously, I'm still going to make a separate video telling you all the essential things you need to bring while coming to the UK. But I am just going to mention few things that I know you need that is very essential. Winter jackets, thermals and all, like things that are going to prevent you from the cold, because this place is really cold. So you need things that are winter friendly, and you also need your medications. Very important. Medications are very expensive here, and some of them you need prescriptions to even get them, so it's really annoying. So just make sure you come with like your basic medications that you need, so you don't have to spend more money. And also African foodstuffs, make sure you pack a lot, because African foodstuffs here are so expensive. Literally, they're very expensive. So just make sure you bring a lot so you can be able to like use them and manage them till you get a job and you're able to buy more. So yeah, that is very important. Next on the list, jobs. So when you come here, yeah, like I mentioned earlier, you're not going to get jobs immediately because most of these companies, they need UK experiences. Do you understand? So I would advise you to actually download some apps. I'm still going to make a separate video listing all the apps you need to survive in the United Kingdom. But as soon as you get here, you can start working with some temporary companies and agencies that actually gives shifts. So obviously you can get jobs like bartending, warehouse, and so on and so forth. Some of them are Stint, Uber, Indeed, etc. I'm going to make a separate video telling you all of that, but just make sure you start applying for jobs there so you can get like some jobs and just pick shifts and know that you're at least doing something and making some money, and they pay weekly. Yeah, so you know that you're going to be getting your money immediately, and you're also going to be garnering your experiences, which is going to help you in the future. Make sure that you do your research and you figure out the schools that actually have a very good payment plan, so you have enough time to save up the money and also handle other things. This didn't affect me because my school, they were not so strict with payments and all. I actually heard about some schools that they were sending their students back home if you're unable to pay. Loneliness is normal in this place because obviously you're moving to a new country alone. You don't really know anybody and stuff, so you just need to know how to spend time alone and also enjoy your company, because if not, you're gonna be so lonely and it's gonna affect you. And people keep talking about the seasonal depression that comes with the weather because it's so cold, and to see sun here safe is not easy. I can count how many times I've seen the sun. It's not easy to make friends here, but it's possible. So you just have to have an open mind and just make sure you know how to be alone and stay on your own. In the next video I'm going to be posting, which is the apps you need, I'm going to be mentioning an app that can help you with networking, so you actually can make friends, so you're not going to have an issue with that. Okay, next on the list, banking and credit scores. I'm sure you might have heard about that. Obviously, everyone knows what banking is. As soon as you move into the United Kingdom, you cannot just open a main account immediately because you still need to get some documents, which is going to take you a little while before you can get. So you can open Revolut or Monzo. Those are like digital banks that you can actually open immediately, and it's very easy to use them. You need a main bank account at some point in time, yeah, but you can just start with those ones for easy transfer and whatever you need to do. Obviously, your credit score has to be on the high if you want to get a house, a car, etc., which is why you need a main account at some point in time. And you can actually open with Lloyd, Barclays, etc. Now we're going to be talking about public transportation. Public transportations are kind of expensive, but Oyster cards, rail cards, student discounts, so those are going to make it cheaper for you. Next is know your visa rules. Obviously, if you're coming as a student, you know that you can't work more than 20 hours, so you need to just make sure you do your research so you don't violate any rules. Well, when you're coming here, just come with an open mind, because there are a lot of things that are like different compared to Nigeria. A lot. Come with an open mind, just be yourself, be happy, make sure you don't get into trouble, and just, you know, live life. Because moving from your country to another country alone, that is like a different level of boldness. Not everyone can do that. So if you could do that, or if you're able to do that, that makes you know, so yeah, because it's not easy, but it's worth it. In my next video, I'm going to be telling you guys all the apps you need. Very important apps you need. The ones for getting a job, the ones for getting a house, the ones for making friends, etc. I'm going to be listing them all for you in my next video. So you don't want to miss it. So make sure you subscribe. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.